We're back!
Even though I'd rather not be playing this game, we're here. Okay, last time. I don't know. We went to Traverse Town, I think.
Yeah.
This.
We fought Replica.
Yeah, that happened.
I think I could find him here now. Replica. So,
last time we did that. This time we'll do this. Not Wonderland.
Atlantica.
Okay. Bit of a weird update. What happened in the past week? I started playing Persona 4 Arena. That game makes me want to go to sleep. Because I have a lot of very controversial nitpicks about that game.
In what way?
Okay. Well, I don't mind the fact that it's a visual novel. But right now it's kind of boring. Nothing happens.
In Arena?
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, that's because quite literally the story is shit happens in the background that the main characters aren't really aware of until much later, and in the meanwhile they're just kind of forced to fight.
Well, I'm still gonna play it. This is gonna be a very hot take, but I do not like hearing the protagonist speak full sentences.
I mean, I like it because I'm used to it.
It's just off to me.
You've clearly never watched the anime.
It looks bad. Anyway. Other than that, the fighting mechanics are pretty good. Just my old Xbox 360 to play it because fuck Sony. Also, I know it's bad compatible. I have a physical copy and I have a Series S. What can I do about that? Nothing. That's exactly. Unless I pay like $15 to buy it digitally. Which would just be a waste of money.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that... a game called Redfall happened. Everybody hates it.
I have zero idea what the hell that entire debacle is about.
So Redfall is a game.
That's usually how most things work.
That's a full sentence. It was by Arcane Studios, which, I think made Dishonored games, and published by Bethesda. And this was post-Microsoft, so... And it was actually, an Arcane developer said that, okay, so the game is available on PC and Xbox Series X. They said a PlayStation 5 version was planned, but Microsoft canceled it after they bought Bethesda. And even though the head of Arcane was like, you know, none of us in the studio really minded it. It means we have to worry about one less optimization, and we know 30 million people are going to play it thanks to Game Pass. Sony was like, what? See, this is why Microsoft can't buy other studios. They'll just cancel PS5 versions. And then the game ended up getting like 4 out of 10 everywhere. to a point where Phil Spencer came out and publicly apologized on the podcast.
Imagine getting Phil Spencer to actually apologize about how shitty a game is.
I mean, he says the Arcane's very talented people, but clearly something went wrong here. And really? You know, it's a Bethesda game, so it had a lot of bugs.
Classic Bethesda. This is why I unironically believe that SAO Abridged did the right thing by outright saying that the company basically, like, there was a joke that, like, the only reason that the dev game even happened was because of a bug, and, like, how he couldn't, like, push it back because the developers wouldn't allow him to. It turns out the developers were Bethesda.
Makes sense.
Especially considering how this was before Fallout 76.
I remember there was like a fucking. I remember seeing like a meme after it was announced that Microsoft was buying Bethesda. It was like, awesome! Now Microsoft left to force Bethesda to actually finish their games. Something like that, and Bethesda was just planting over a baby crying in the corner, or at desk.
I'd have said that was accurate if it weren't for the fact that Microsoft gave Bethesda, ironically enough, too much freedom.
A little too much. And now all eyes are on Starfield. Will it be good?
Probably not.
Shit. Will it be the next big Bethesda IP after Fallout? Xbox exclusive? Even though people are pissed that a PS5 version was allegedly cancelled, even though the platforms were never publicly announced prior to 2021, which was post-acquisition. Some people.
Presumably Sony fanboys.
Sony itself. Actually. Anyway, and Sony's also trying to say that Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be Xbox exclusive, even though I'm pretty
That's
sure...
a fucking stupid idea.
I'm pretty sure the platform for that game hasn't been confirmed. And Elder Scrolls is kind of too big of a franchise to make it exclusive. Because, like, the two Bethesda games that are exclusive right now are new IPs.
Yep.
And say if Microsoft decides to greenlight Fallout 5, they're gonna play it on PlayStation and probably Nintendo as well. And saying that, I realized the only Fallout game on a Nintendo console is Fallout Shelter. The mobile game.
Granted, it's probably one of the few games that the console can actually run, but...
And you know. And also
granted, they probably could run, like, some of the newer games that they just optimized it for the Switch.
You trust Bethesda to optimize something?
No.
Exactly.
But they could get someone else to do it.
That's true. That's what they did for Doom and Wolfenstein 2.
Especially because, like, games like New Vegas or 3 are, like, significantly just, like, older.
Yeah.
They can do that. I think the funny part is that, like, there wouldn't even be that one glitch on 3 where, like, you can't play it because of your Xbox account, like, even though they already removed it, right?
Yeah.
Because, if I remember correctly, the Switch can actually connect to Xbox.
It can. Not every game, though. Like, a few games.
Yeah, but, like, I'm talking about, like, if it's necessary or anything like that.
Yeah. It can. Which is sweet.
I think it's just another way of showing just how much, like, interconnectedness Xbox is willing to have with Nintendo right now.
Yeah.
No need to worry about, like, grudges when quite literally they're perfectly fine working together.
Making out in the corner. I also forgot what I was going to say about Bethesda's. Bethesda's. They suck. Hi, my name's Todd Howard, and we totally release finished games that everyone enjoys. Shout out to me buying Fallout 76 for less than retail value around the time it came out, and I have not even touched it once. Less than retail value at the time, and it was only like a month old. Let that be known.
Reminds me kind of like of a really funny thing when it comes to internet historian videos.
Yeah.
When it came to, you know how he had a video on Fallout 76 and then one on No Man's Sky?
Yeah.
When it came to the Fallout 76, he's like, maybe things are looking up. Like, who knows? I mean, look at No Man's Sky. That one's had a surprising comeback. Cut to the No Man's Sky video. Talk about how Fallout 76 had somehow managed to become even worse than when he'd covered it.
$100 subscription. I don't know how frequent the charge is.
I could tell you what it is. Too much no matter what.
Another news. It's May now.
Trust me, I don't exactly have one right now either. Try not to get murdered here.
I probably can't play it because, you know, all the copyright strikes. It's not out by the time this goes up. But a trailer for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie has leaked online, and it is funny.
I guess we can talk about movie trailers right now because I've seen a few. Like
that leaked online. By that I mean some bozo pulled out his phone and recorded it on the computer screen that had a whole bunch of watermarks and Discord open. It looks like a movie.
So, here's something I could talk about. We can talk about right now the DCU.
What about the DCU?
More specifically, the upcoming films. Like, there's 2 of them right now.
Yeah.
Because I kind of want to hear your opinion on them. What's your opinion on, like just from the trailers alone, on Flash and Blue Beetle?
You know, I have not seen a single one of those trailers.
Really?
No.
I'd suggest watching them, like, even if it's just silenced.
Yeah.
But like, I say this because the Flash is obviously doing Flashpoint, because of course they are. They're trying to reboot shit.
Yeah.
And in an effort to reboot things, right? Not only are they doing Flashpoint, they're doing this weird thing where they're bringing back like the Batman from the Tim Burton movies.
Yeah.
And along with that, they're also like having it so like specifically that Flash movie is meant to be the actual reboot point, but like the very first movie in the DCU post reboot is going to be Blue Beetle.
Isn't Aquaman 2 coming out this year as well?
I don't know. All I know is like that's meant to be the first one that's like actually post reboot and part of the new continuity.
Huh.
I bring this up because I actually think that the Blue Beetle one looks kind of interesting. Granted, that might just be my bias as a Mexican who wants to see more Mexican heroes. Who knows? Or it might be just the fact that he does what I can only call a program advance to like fucking make a Buster Sword. But I can definitely see like why people are optimistic about James Gunn's helming of the DCU.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know. Oh, Sony dropped a trailer for their Gran Turismo movie.
Yeah, that one was weird.
I don't know how to feel about its existence.
Let's talk about like how like it involves the idea that like,
hi, I'm a gamer, now I'm a racer.
Yeah.
Let alone the protagonist doesn't even have a PS5.
Just
or maybe that has something to do with like time.
Maybe it has something to do with the fact that the PS5 is so fucking hard to get.
Not even Sony's movie division can get their hands on it.
That'd be fucking hilarious if you really stopped to think about it.
Remember, I remember watching Venom Let There Be Carnage, which is the goofiest movie of all time. Totally.
Let's ignore an extremely goofy movie. Get it? I'm not insulting extremely goofy movie, I'm just calling it goofy, because, you know.
I know. And, you know, Eddie Brock, Tom Hardy, had a PlayStation 4 in his living room. And that movie came out in 2021, even though I'm pretty sure that movie was filmed before the PS5 came out. So. What do I know?
I mean, to be fair, maybe it just takes place before the PS5 comes out.
Yeah. Or, you know, since it, like, syncs up with Far From Home, a credit scene, and that movie's set in 2024, I think?
Yeah, but an extremely weird 2024 where, like, for, like, 5 years, like, basically the world hadn't moved on from 2016.
Yeah. 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
Actually, wait, 2020... Man, I don't know. Ugh. Man, the timeline's so confusing. If only there was, like, a Wikipedia article where I could just study timeline.
You probably could.
There is. Speaking of Spider-Man, Homecoming and the first Venom are coming to Disney Plus this Friday.
Nope.
Finally, we're getting some non-Disney movies on the platform. Where's Ghostbusters? And in other relation to Spider-Man, apparently Spider-Verse 2 is going to be the longest Western animated movie ever, with a runtime of 2 hours 20 minutes. Or around there.
So I have no idea how to feel about, like, Miguel O'Hara being the bad guy, but, well, we'll see how it goes.
Regarding the 2-hour runtime, I
also really don't know how to feel about the fact that supposedly they're making a love interest love triangle between Miles, Spider-Gwen, and like Spider-Punk, I think.
Well, regarding the 2-hour runtime, I'm fine with it, but the thing that baffles me about it the most is that the director said that this story was so big that they had to split into 2 movies.
And it's all...
How big is this story then? That's my question.
I think this is their way of getting around, like, the possibility of them not getting a 3rd film.
Possible. They already have a 3rd Spider-Verse dated for March. Beyond the Spider-Verse. But, hey, I'm still ready for that movie. If it somehow ends up being bad, I will weep in the corner and cry for 20 hours straight. Though
I will know who to blame.
I will know.
And they're currently in the middle of a weird ass fight over a gaming developer that has a bunch of controversies.
You know. Also, before we get into that, because I have something funny to share with that, I was out and about driving, and I saw, like, a car that said Nissan Hub, and, like, the hub was styled after the Pornhub logo. And I was like, you really clean that out in public with children walking around?
If they know, they know. But, like,
The hub.
all I can think is, think about right now is the fact that Kevin's finally turned 21.
Somehow.
And apparently, some of the stuff that he did yesterday involved drinking alcohol and smoking weed.
Awesome.
And going to a barbecue and also eating apparently 4 burgers, nachos, a sundae. The munchies really do be hitting.
Speaking of which, Kevin's alive apparently.
Yeah, you finally managed to get him on here.
Because I was too lazy. And tired. So, that happened. It was like...
Fuck!
I was like, yo, yo, you know I've been watching Phineas and Ferb copious amounts of times, and he was like, yo, I've watched that show thrice now. And
He has.
And I'm like, well, I didn't say it out loud, but I was like, really used the word thrice. and then he texted me at like 2 in the morning saying like, yo, you awake? I'll take that as a no. And I'm like, yo, I'm awake now. When I woke up. And he was like, okay, my friends are vampires and they invited us to a movie. You want to go or should we just chill at your house? And I was like, chill at my house. Yeah. And I'm like, what? Are you sure you're not a vampire yourself? Or texting me at 2 in the morning and he's like, you're actually a night shift employee? Fair point. Responded. And then once we were done with the day, he was like, okay, let's go in your living room and watch Family Guy Funny Moments. So I actually pulled it up on the TV and he was like, oh, dude, I was joking.
Here's the joke, there are none. There are, I mean, but like, you know, y'all know how I feel about Family Guy.
Family Guy. Season finale tonight.
Uh-huh.
Following an addition, to be followed by an additional 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And a movie sometime. For the big screen.
These guys really were that petty about Bob's Burgers' movie, huh?
Well, they've been planning the movie since like 2007 or 8.
Yeah, but development hell's this thing.
It is. It's fun. Well, it's probably gonna be Disney's first R-rated animated movie, so that'd be a sight to behold. Because you know, Disney owns it. Yeah, we continued our epic South Park Fractured Butthole series after exactly 1 year and 1 day. We got to this. We did the strip club mission.
Ha!
Somehow we did not get age restricted.
Somehow.
Uploading. Somehow. Somehow. And I went to Kevin and I was like, yeah, you know, you think anyone's ever been banned from Twitch for streaming this game? He was like, probably.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked.
Emo. And then later on we played the certified hood classic known as Lego Batman.
And that led to Kevin actually buying a copy of Skywalker Saga.
Yeah.
Which then I had to tell him, you realize that I have that for the Switch, right? He did not.
Well. Now you have 2 copies.
I guess, yeah.
To be fair, I have multiple copies of games on multiple systems, so. So that happened. Now, will it be another full year before he shows up again?
Probably.
I don't know. We'll see. It won't be weekly because 1, that would kill me. 2, this guy's already enough. Anyway. Going back to Sony's stupidity. Nintendo personally requested the US government to keep them out of the legal drama. Like, the FTC tried to get Nintendo of America's licensing director on board, and Nintendo issued a response and basically summed up as "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
Of course, the FTC said no. Nintendo has to testify now, and they are very not happy about it.
Which probably means they're almost certainly going to be real pissed about it all.
And they are. And now Microsoft has hired a lawyer that has a history of overturning cases in the EU to fight the UK to overturn their decision. Because, you know, cloud gaming is stupid.
Yep. So they basically have to bust out the big guns to like just shut them the fuck up.
Yeah. I mean, some people have. I've seen some ideas thrown around, saying like how Microsoft can appease them after they hypothetically win an appeal, so that they can offer new remedies. Number one, keep Activision Blizzard games off the Game Pass only in the UK. As an American, this will not affect me in the slightest. No offense to y'all, but well.
No offense to y'all, but the UK are fucking stupid.
That's true. Speaking of which, the king got coronated yesterday. I don't care, because I'm not, into...
Kyle, you're not Kyle.
I'm not into the royalty. Well, that. What was it? Number two, Microsoft could just make an Activision UK division and have them do all their business separately. Which, I don't know how to feel about that. And even Nvidia and Boosteroid, who were two of the companies Microsoft signed those awesome epic 10-year deals with, spoke out publicly and said, the UK is wrong. This will be good for gamers. I don't know if I mentioned this, but those are cloud gaming.
Yeah, I know. And I remember that because Nvidia has like thanks to Nvidia, there's at least a few Nintendo games that have managed to make it over to China.
Yeah.
Because of their cloud gaming thing.
Nintendo games on non-Nintendo system.
It's like it was like notable that this is like one of the few cases of that actually happening.
And Nvidia was actually formerly one of the deal's opposers, but Microsoft had sit down and talk with them, and now they're one of the biggest supporters. Now it's the richest Sony and Google for some reason.
Even though the Stadia is fucking dead.
Opposing it. Pretty sure Stadia died exactly 1 year after the deal was announced.
I think Google is just in it for the spite. Not really want to buy Activision themselves.
I mean, Activision.
I wouldn't be shocked it's Google.
Activision was looking for other buyers before settling on Microsoft.
Mm-hmm. Remember when Google got rid of the whole "don't be evil" thing?
No.
It was originally part of, I think it was either the motto or part of the contract where they said, "Don't be evil," and then they got rid of it.
They had been considering buying other companies, and they were including Facebook's parent company Meta, which would have been even worse. And in my response to this whole legal shenanigans, I like to say, you guys let Disney Fox happen, and that was arguably worse for competition law. No, I'm still not over it.
Over what? The Disney Fox merger?
Yeah. I remember like the day the deal was announced. Like I went to school that day and everyone was like, "What the fuck?" I was a sophomore at the time.
What was my opinion back then again?
I think you just said that's how the economy works.
Yeah, that's
Something like that.
that's about right.
You were there. And then fucking Jonathan Bustins are in there like, they better not tone down Deadpool. And everyone just assured him, don't worry, they won't.
And every few months, you hear an idiot talking about like how they're going to tone down Deadpool.
They've released R-rated movies under Disney, even after the buyout. Like, The Kingsman was a 20th century movie post-Disney that I watched, and it was rated R. The movie with fucks and shits and gore, decapitation.
I think they forget Disney is perfectly okay releasing that kind of stuff if it's not under their direct brand.
Well,
why do you think Touchstone existed?
It just did. Huh. In fairness, Disney did not release an R-rated movie since 2011, I think.
Yeah.
And their first R-rated movie since was in 2019. It was a movie called Scuba, which I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not.
I have no idea what that is.
The last Fox movie that was released before Disney was Alita: Battle Angel. Everyone, which definitely has good CGI, I swear. It doesn't. And the first movie was under Disney was a movie called Breakthrough, I think, which is about a kid who falls underwater in an ice pond, and it didn't tell for like the entire movie. It's one of those drama movies.
I didn't get a single fucking roulette in this room. I just realized.
Huh.
Oh wait.
And then Dark Phoenix happened.
Fuck. Forgot to delete cards.
And then Dark Phoenix happened.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, Dark Phoenix bombing caused Disney to have more direct hand in Fox's movie lineup.
I'd say something about like the irony because of just how terrible their movies have been around recently. Like it's either they're bad or just straight up mediocre.
Like Fox or Disney?
Disney. Like in recent years, they've had a bad track record.
Yeah, but Dark Phoenix, like losing money.
Yeah.
Disney decided to overhaul every Fox film. Except the ones that were already finished, because what do they do about that?
Yeah.
Or far enough in production that it was just too late to cancel them at this point. They let Searchlight run on their own, though. So. But that's their Ultra studio.
Isn't Air a Searchlight picture?
What?
Air?
Let me look that up. Air. That's the movie about Air Jordans.
Yeah.
Air. 2023. Distributed by Amazon Studios in the United States and Warner Brothers Pictures internationally.
No, I must have been thinking of a different movie. Was it The Menu I was thinking of?
The Menu? I think that was. The Menu. 2022 comedy horror film released by Searchlight Pictures.
Yeah, that's the one. Because I remember there was one Searchlight movie like recently.
Yeah. From what I hear, Searchlight handles their own distribution autonomously. Disney does handle their own radio distribution, and 20th Century is released straight by Disney itself. Damn it. You know, corporate. And then Disney decided to spite everyone by putting most of 20th Century movies straight to Hulu or Disney Plus.
I cannot wait for the day Hulu dies and Disney Plus.
Family Guy on Disney Plus would be a sight to behold. Well, it exists overseas, but you get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a matter of inevitability at this point. Also, it would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one way to knock out all those extra streaming services. We've been talking about Hulu Disney Plus merger for so long that the day it finally happens, we'll just go collective hallelujah. And we told you so, the viewers. Because I learned the reason they went into streaming was because, like, in 2012, Fox signed a deal with Warner Brothers to let their movies stream on HBO, and later HBO Max, for 10 years. And then, you know, Disney bought Fox, and they're like, no, you're stupid. And eventually they reached a deal that allows them to share half of 2022's movie library on Disney Plus and HBO Max, or Hulu.
Huh.
Fairness! Fairness, in quotation marks.
Yeah.
Now that HBO Max is gonna fucking die in a couple weeks. Ooh. Another kind of life update. I'm going to a convention later this month. A local California convention. Because I don't want to travel.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You have been traveling quite a bit recently.
Yeah. And I'm still trying to recover from the Virginia incidents. I went out with my dad to dinner last night. I was like, yo, can I have like a cup of whiskey? And he was like, are you sure? And I'm like,
so about like the whole weed thing, right?
yeah.
Like Kevin actually showed me that he does legitimately have like some weed cigarettes and some of that. You know, like those like
Yeah.
I don't know, what do you call them? They now have filters on them.
I don't know.
But like it was like in this really like big box, like kind of fancy.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have to hide this because like he knows for a fact our mom would not like him having it.
Oh yeah, it was 1 year after the merge was announced. Let's see, get shut down. Anyway.
How much you want to bet Google's gonna eventually try to claim that the death of Stadia was entirely on Xbox for announcing that merger?
Okay. First of all, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Second of all, I'll share my own thoughts on why Stadia died. Cloud gaming is stupid.
Yeah.
And we all know that. But
and the fact that the UK believes that like it's an actual thing is hilarious.
they're basing it off like potential future.
A potential future that's never going to happen.
Even Phil Spencer said that's not going to happen.
But like, as much as consoles will try to like get around having to spend more money by essentially doing cloud boxes, they're perfectly aware that it's never going to be a major thing.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Switch.
Like in reality, the actual future of gaming is going to involve having to have like fucking 14 petabytes in like a fucking console. But like,
I was gonna say multi-game subscription services, like Game Pass.
Yeah. But like,
Speaking of which, Game Pass is a really cool deal. You can also subscribe to it. You get to play this cool indie game called Lori. It's not depressing in any way, shape, or form. It's the happiest game known to man. Danganronpa 2 is leaving Xbox Game Pass. Good riddance.
I still see people like hype up characters like Junko Nishima as if they should be more dangerous than they are. Like, my man, Are you really going to die on this fucking hill?
I can't wait for...
The fact that she got defeated by Makoto Naegi tells you all you should know about her actual, planning skills.
Imagine...
Sandwich, I love the guy! But let's be honest here! If she really was that broken and, bullshit as a character, she should not have lost.
I have this gut feeling that they're gonna pull, some sort of if they ever decide to do future Danganronpa games,
they're gonna bring Junko back somehow.
Well, but specifically how they were gonna do it. They're just gonna borrow a few plot threads from Star Wars Episode 9 and have Junko clone herself, a couple backup clones, and transfer her consciousness into one of those clones. and be like, I'm back, bitches! I'm bored, I need a new body. Kills herself, transfers her consciousness into another clone. Did you miss me, motherfuckers?
I'd rather not deal with this. There's a reason why I don't really think about Danganronpa nowadays, and that's because, yeah? The series should stay dead.
You know it's not. Everyone thought it was dead, and then it came back, and then it died again, and now everyone's waiting for it to come back, and now, when people least expect it, it's gonna pop up and scare everyone. Our offer's still up on that dating sim, by the way. You guys should hire us.
In what way?
Shit. Pay us royalties.
For what?
Oh. I remember one time we were discussing, yo, we should make a Danganronpa dating simulator. I'd make it myself, but unfortunately, I know jack shit about programming.
I just don't want to have to deal with that.
Also, I'm a shit writer. And also, I get cancelled on r/Danganronpa.
You'd probably get cancelled just for labeling Chihiro a boy or something.
Yeah. That said, it would be really funny to see someone try to cancel me over some stupid reason. Because I'm just a random guy on the internet. Are you really that pissed off at me?
You clearly haven't been around the internet.
That's true. I'm going to win the award for most likely to have a 20-page Google document about them.
You don't want that award.
I know. What will I do in that scenario? I will keep uploading and not acknowledge it. Because eventually people are going to forget.
I guess I could talk about what I've been up to recently. Outside of work.
Oh, I didn't elaborate on the convention, though.
I guess so.
So I'm going to this person convention known as Fanime.
Oh, wait, I remember that one.
In San Jose.
I've never been to it, but...
Maybe. I've been to an event called Genesis twice now, which is in the same building, so... I'll be going there. I also signed up for a Smash Brothers tournament there. I'm gonna win. Totally.
We'll see.
We'll see. I've also signed up for a Mario Kart tournament there as well. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, specifically. Yeah.
Well, I guess I could talk about what I've been doing recently.
Yeah.
So I've been watching Ben 10 Omniverse recently.
How's that?
Honestly, I'm actually enjoying it a lot.
Huh. I always thought it looked bad.
I mean, what, do you hate the art style of Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated? Because it's basically the same art
Mystery
style.
Incorporated? No.
It's done by the same person who did that art style.
Oh, well, I didn't hate Mystery Incorporated. I thought it was really good.
Also, Transformers Animated.
I've never seen Transformers.
Basically, it's Derek J. White's art style is very... unless you actually, sit down and look at it, you'll notice that you don't think it's weird, but then you'll notice, oh yeah, no, it's very consistent across basically most of the shit he does.
Well, I've never seen any Transformers stuff.
No, I brought that one up because it's another show that he worked on that was on like Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
I am more used to it than some people would be.
Well.
And while it is a bit more of a comedic take, it's like from what I've seen, which is so far like 14 episodes, nowhere near as bad as some of the worst episodes of like Alien Force Season 3 or Ultimate Alien. So definitely not bad. I'm actually enjoying it quite a bit.
Yep, but yeah, I'm going.
I needed more moments for Braves. What do you think? I keep making these rooms.
I don't know.
I just need save points.
Yeah.
I only ever really used one per world unless I have to replace it, but I need them.
Something fun. A funny story that happened like within this week is that my sister had a couple of her friends over. One of which was visiting from the cursed land of Canada. I almost said Canada. Canada. And I popped into a room to like ask my sister a question, and I see two people in there playing Genshin Impact, trying to convert my sister into a Genshin Impact fan. Anyways, and I straight up looked at my sister and said to her face in front of her friends, "You need better friends." And she's like, "I know." And she was telling me how she's like the only one in her friend group that doesn't play Genshin Impact.
Reminds me of how Kevin plays it, but I don't.
and she's like, I'm never again Genshin Impact. I don't want to become a pedophile.
I think the funniest thing I know about Genshin Impact is that one of the characters is basically called like emergency rations or like the talking baconator and shit like that.
Yeah.
They're constantly talking about how it's like if they were ever in the need for food, she'd be the first thing they eat.
Put out to someone I saw that had 5 Genshin Impact accounts and only one of them was a free-to-play account. Please don't die. And my sister actually told me she has been recognized by Genshin cosplayers at conventions before. So people saying like, "OMG, are you this person from TikTok?" And she's like, "No."
Is she?
She was. But Genshin players recognize her.
Why though?
Because Genshin cosplayers.
Yeah, but
because actually, I did get recognized at one event I went to in January. I was like,
I really hope it's not for this channel.
It's not. Like, I went there. It's a local convention, and the guy asked what was my tag, so I told him. He was like, "Oh, I know you." And I was like, "Oh no, you don't." And I ran away.
Oh no, you don't.
But as it turns out, I fought against that guy at the same event last year. So I did know that guy.
Well, could have been much more awkward.
It'll be fun. It's all fun and games until someone walks up to you on school campus and be like, "Aren't you the guy from Uneven Buddies?" Speaking of college, I dropped out of film class. Well, I'm going to. Because those medical reasons I dropped out of Spanish class were more serious than I thought.
So you basically just dropped out.
I dropped out. But I will return in the fall what's the saying?
Vengeance?
With a vengeance. I'll return in the fall better than ever. I don't know. I am seeing doctors about this, so don't worry. And I'm going to be going I actually tried to sign up for fall classes at, not CSM this time, but Kenyatta. They're like, sorry, you can't sign up to classes until May 15th at 7 a.m. I'm like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But oh well. I got the ones I want to do written down, so. Blue.
All I could think is, man, I don't know.
It's gonna be more than 2, I'll say that.
Really not liking my job right now.
Huh.
Most of these Guardians of the Galaxy is just destroying my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Life.
In terms of productiveness, I am very unproductive.
Yeah.
Other than that, I watched the Watch Mojo video saying top 20 movies you should never watch with your parents. 2 of the movies on that list were movies I have watched with my parents, specifically my dad. And before y'all ask, what are you doing watching the Watch Mojo video? It's called background movies. And also I have low standards. Specifically, here.
I remember that there was this one movie my dad owned, but I don't remember what it was called, but I kind of remember what it was about. And like the entire movie was like the premise was like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure he only really had it for the nude stuff, but like it was like seemingly a movie about like this pair of girls that had been like made to become assassins. And all I could think is like, my dad had this movie. I have no real reason why, but I'm like, definitely convinced it was for the nudity in it. Because like, even like the art on the cover had like nudity, and I'm not even sure if it was like an actual movie or if it was just like a porno that he had.
Or both.
Yeah.
Kind of hoping it was porno. Sort of funny.
It'd be funny because like I definitely watched at least a little bit of it.
Anyway, the movies that were on that list that they said don't watch with your parents, even though I watched with my dad, were South Park, Bitter Laundry and Uncut, which I watched with my dad at the age of 16, and every Jackass movie, which speaks for itself.
You literally shut up with your dad to a movie for that.
Like, he was the one who introduced it to me, even, like, the third movie, the 3D one, was playing on MTV. Censored, obviously, because of cable. I was, like, in my freshman year, so I was 14 at the time. And he was like, yo, have you ever seen this? This is so stupid. And I was like, no. And he's like, okay, we're watching this. And we watched it. I regret it. Well, the first thing that was shown was like, hi, I'm this guy, I'm gonna have this pig eat an apple that's in my ass. And he's like, okay. And it only got worse. And yeah, we did a tuxedo bit. It was
before the Gentleman Incident.
Before the Gentleman Incident. I will pull the bit again for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Granted, the Gentleman Instinct always kind of felt like an extension of that one meme, like me at like any important event, just casual clothing. Yeah. Me at like this innocuous Phantom thing, like full suit and tie.
Yeah. I posted like a meme of that before I actually went to Jackass. I used that exact meme. Let me try and find it. Yeah, I found it again. Oh. It was like me going to a family out event at a nice restaurant versus me going to see Jackass Theater forever in theaters. I didn't even know it was a reference to that meme until someone pointed it out to me. That was a day I will never forget, for better or worse. Because
it's just something.
It's something. Remember back when I first saw it, I couldn't even discuss it without you telling me to cut off. Yes. Anyway, on the more lighthearted stuff, I decided to be productive with my life for once and boot up my Xbox to try out Blaze Blue Special Edition Cross Tag Battle. This time it has all the DLC. So one of the fighters is everyone's favorite society influencer, Dashi. And I was like browsing his skin, even though I don't really use the ultimate colors in that game. And I kid you not, one of them was this. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. There is no way
that truly is a society.
There's no way that's a coincidence. I refuse to believe it's a coincidence.
No, the purple definitely gives it away.
The green hair, the white face.
Purple suit.
Purple suit. This really...
These fuckers knew exactly what they're doing.
This really says a lot about society. Anyway, I decided to be productive and write a script for a Star Wars review, as I've been doing for the past couple months. You know me, the picky writer, almost failed English class 4 times.
So is like the entire bit that like after you're done making these essays, you're just gonna make them into an actual video?
I was, yeah. I adapted one part of it. I edited one part into a video already, and now I have 8 more to go, because turns out it's a lot more complicated than splicing together like standard gameplay video or Uneven Buddy's funny moments compilations. Because, you know, you have
granted, there's not that many funny moments to begin with, so...
well, I don't know. I recently rewatched the compilation I did for Mario Party 2, and every time I do that, I'm like, damn, do we really bully Jonathan that much?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now the question here is, do you regret it?
You know, it's not Mario Party unless you bully one people, so...
Yeah.
No, I don't regret it. Maybe that's why there has been a...
well, look...
Maybe Mario Party is the reason we haven't done a full session since. It was too chaotic.
Look, I'm gonna be honest here. If you're playing a party game and you are mercilessly attacking at least one person, you're not playing it correctly. That's the same with Mario Party. It's the same with Monopoly, and it's the same with literally any sort of like competition where it's like a free for all and everyone has a chance of winning. Because let's be honest here. It's just in our human nature to constantly just say, fuck it, let's target that one guy and make sure that we don't lose.
And somehow Kevin won the entire game.
Wasn't it the NPC one?
All 4 of us.
Oh yeah.
And Kevin won. Like, as it turns out, and I was rewatching it, and Kevin won due to a bonus star. If that happened, you would have beat him out by 1 point. A singular coin.
Say something, but I don't remember. I thought for sure I was like second to losing.
Think you? Let me pull the result. I know Jonathan placed dead last. So, anyways, real quick, back onto this essay. As I said, picky writer myself. I've written for the 6 movies so far. Now I need to watch the sequels and write about them.
By the way, on May 4th, that showing of Star Wars had like quite a few people.
I'm not surprised. My essay is currently saying at over 12,000 words and is around 40 pages long. Please help. Pages. But yeah, editing those kinds of stuff is a lot more difficult than it looks. Like like, obviously you have to record the voiceover and then splice, like, cut it down to, so it, like, works, so it's not just a bunch of awkward white noise. And, because sometimes I do mess up my lines while doing it, and I have to, like, get the correct line, or sometimes I say it multiple times, I have to do the one I like the most.
Mm.
And then you have to, like, edit the footage so it fits in. Make sure
I always find it hilarious how they try to avoid as hard as they can to say Mickey Mouse in this fucking game. Look at this. MM Miracle, the King.
And I was like, I'm like, I have to do this 9 times? Like, I've got the intro fully edited. I've got the episode 1 segment fully edited. And now I have to do the, episode 2 segment next. And I hesitate to do that because it's episode 2.
And you'll start feeling like you're fucking one of those angry critics.
Yeah. So, like, something, I don't, like, I recorded the voiceover for, 2 and 3, but nothing past that.
I do love how the map to this one looks. If you notice, it's a trident.
Ah, yeah. And obviously you gotta have all the on-screen visuals to provide some context if needed. You gotta make sure you make people laugh so you have comedy. I'm just saying, I have the best comedy in the world. Because I thought of a really dumb joke for the episode 6 segment. That being comparing Jabba the Hutt's laugh to Sweethearts from Memories. They sound the same. Kind of. And then, I had to write the episode 6 segment while, rewatching clips of it, so... Because previously I wrote it as I was watching the movie. And now, because I watched the movie in a theater, I couldn't. Overall. And also you gotta select the fitting background music, so... There's that whole debacle.
Yeah.
Overall, video editing is hard. I've been working on this since February.
How does that make you feel?
Upset.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It takes so long.
Ugh.
50 years. Okay, I found the Mario Party results. You were Peach.
Was I?
Yeah.
I really don't remember this.
Kevin was Luigi. You were Peach, I was Yoshi, Jonathan was Wario. Kevin had 5 stars, 31 points. You had 4 stars, 32 points. Jonathan never got a star until the very last turn. Because we kept stealing all his points. Go on.
I have the feeling at some level some people are going to accuse us of just straight up hating Jonathan, but it's just funny.
I mean, it's not a 4-player Let's Play series if you don't bully at least one of the members.
Or at least one of them is just isn't just like failing stupendously at the game. For Dungeons, that was me. I was the one that was constantly failing.
Yeah. That was 3 players.
Yeah.
Same. What the? I really.
And when it comes to most fighting games, that's also me.
Yeah.
So it's not like Jonathan's the only one like essentially getting mocked to hell by certain games.
Actually, that reminds me, I showed Kevin some of the post-content they had in Dungeons, like, since we played it, and he looked at one of the new pets, and he was like, yo, I want that for my character. And I was like, okay. And then, I also posted on the Uneven Buddies community poll, Google Forms. saying, "Hey, what games do you want to play?" And Jay, it's gonna be the worst mistake of my life. I don't know if there's been any additions, but I posted a suggestion box. What do the viewers want us to see? What do the viewers want to see us play? I meant.
Yeah.
I can talk. There it is. Okay. That is the preview, not the response section.
Yep.
Oh my god. There it is. Okay, we have one single response so far. And it's New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
I mean, couldn't you have said something like Mario Odyssey or something?
I mean, that is something I have been thinking about because it would be funny, but I want at least 3 people coming, so it won't be for a while. Also, New Super Mario Bros. Multiplayer Let's Plays are fun to watch.
Yeah.
They're also fun. Especially, if it's a law that if someone plays a yellow toad, you have to cut them.
You have to what?
Cut them all the time.
Weird.
And I remembered, like, I was playing the Switch one with my sister, and I also watched, like, a full playthrough of the Wii one. Fun fact, the New Super Mario Bros. Wii was actually the first Nintendo game I ever played. Yeah, I had a Wii, and I didn't even play a Nintendo game for a full year on it. I don't know what... but I was watching it, and I remembered that if you run out of lives, like your life count reaches 0. Everyone has separate life counts.
Yeah.
If your life count reaches 0, you will respawn with 5 more lives, and it'll count how many continues you use, as in how many times you lost all your lives. And a common theme I see in Let's Plays is for that game is whoever has the most continues has to do something really bad. Like, play this game that they really don't want to, or...
I'm guessing, like, only on the basis, like, after the game's over?
Yeah, after the game's over. Like... So, yeah. One person ended with, like, 50 continues. Somehow.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah. That was my first Nintendo game, as I mentioned. It was something. I would always play as Mario because I was always player 1. My sister would play as the Blue Toad.
What, is she declaring herself consistent player 3?
Blue Toad is meant for player 4.
Player 4, even worse.
Yeah. It went with Mario as player 1, and this is assuming everyone plays in that order. Luigi's player 2, Yellow Toad's player 3, Blue Toad's player 4. They really stuck 2 Toads to help Mario and Luigi. And player 1 has to be Mario in that game. And then New Super Mario Bros. U happened. And later, U Deluxe. Plus Luigi. That game was a lot harder than I remember.
Which one?
Mario U. It's just, I don't know why, something about it is really hard. Difficult. Like, maybe I run too fast and then end up running into an enemy and dying. I don't know. But the same people are still not over. They cut Blue Toad from Deluxe. Instead, they reduced him to a skin for Yellow Toad.
Why did they cut him again?
To make room for Toadette.
Hmm.
And who has an exclusive power called the Super Crown to turn herself into Peachette. And the internet went downward from there, as everyone knows what happened afterwards.
Ah, good old Bazat.
And I kid you not, Toadette is meant to be an easier character for people who are struggling with the game, aka Stevens. And there's a fifth character called Nabbit, who is in the Luigi U, but they put him in the base game for Switchboard, who is completely invincible to enemies, and will collect any power-up and store them in their storage after the level's done. And has the disclaimer of easiest, which means people who are really bad at platformers, aka Stevens. No offense.
I'd be more offended if it weren't accurate.
But that means there's 5 characters, and 2 of them are meant for easier. That means if you're playing with 4 people, one of them has to be like on the easier side. It's kind of dumb.
Yeah. Kind of a bad decision, I see.
Well, regardless, seeing 4 people play that game is still funny as hell. I've never actually played the Luigi U expansion, but from what I've heard, it's a lot harder. I've been thinking the only mainline Mario game we actually played on this channel was Mario Galaxy 2.
It's the one that, like, Nintendo themselves would you rather you just forget about.
I did that because I wasn't quite ready for Ace Attorney yet. And I was like, nah, this is a short game, I can knock it out easily.
Yeah.
And I probably didn't have the same mentality in between Ace Attorney games. Maybe 2 short games, but
Yeah.
because you know, it's easy. I have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah, if you look over this way, you'll notice I'm actually kind of starting to fall asleep. I'm basically running out of energy. I need some caffeine in my system. So basically what I'm saying is I need soda.
Yeah. So, wait. Speaking of mainline Marios, the last one was like 6 years ago. Now, because Odyssey was 2017. What's going to be the next mainline Mario? I know it's not going to happen, but I want Galaxy 3.
Yeah, that's definitely not happening.
I'm crying about it. If I were to guess realistically, I'd say Odyssey 2.
I wouldn't even guess that.
Why?
Nintendo seemingly loves keeping the mainline 3D Mario games from being exactly the same.
They made 2 Galaxies.
So they seem to. Sometimes the entire mentality is we came up with too much to not use.
3D Land and 3D World exist.
3D Land is basically just a 3D version of the 2D Mario games, and 3D World actually is a separate game.
Yeah.
Someone who's played both.
3D World is a game that's not meant for 4 players, I'm telling you. Like, I played the Switch version with 3 other people online. The entire game. And the Captain Toad levels in the Wii U version were single player only. They added multiplayer in the Switch version. And
That's bad.
Get this. Everyone has control of the camera. And it's a shared camera.
Why though? Why though?
And must I remind you, in 3D World, all players share lives.
Yeah, that game is definitely not meant for multiplayer.
Let alone 4 people. Especially when there was one person who kept trying to throw the other person off the edge.
Why do you say that like you know exactly who did it? Who?
Don't worry about it. It's always the Luigi players, I'll just say that. What? What? What are you looking at me for?
You know perfectly damn well that like if we ever get around to playing any of these Mario games, I'm almost certainly gonna have to be Luigi.
New Super Mario Bros. Wii coming. I don't know. Whenever at least one extra person is here, and that will be whenever all like 3 people are free, because you know it's difficult. Probably during the summer, if anything, but right now I'm doing what works. We'll see when we get there. You know?
Yeah.
Now the question is, since it will be there in the summer, which one of us will drop dead of heat first? That's the
Kevin.
Okay, that's true.
Fucking
Mr. Kevin.
my tiredness is actually starting to get to me.
Yeah.
I did not have the best sleep.
Yeah.
I have no excuse other than I'm just really terrible at going to sleep.
And also, New Super Mario Bros. Wii was the game that brought back the Koopalings. Remember those guys? I actually asked my sister, yo, which celebrity should voice the Koopalings if they appear in a Mario movie sequel? And I'm like, dude, well, she's like, dude, I don't know celebrities. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, all of her obsessive crushes are on anime characters.
That's valid. Yeah.
Does she still have that thing for Miyake Tagami?
No. Now it's... Well, kinda. Unless, if you bring it up directly, then yes. But now it's mainly, Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan.
Eren did nothing wrong, Yeager? Really?
Yeah. Or Bakugo from Pokemon Hero.
How does she feel about his death?
Denial.
So, like most Bakugo fans.
Well, I don't know. I have friends. Also, I am going to...
Sorry for the spoilers to the manga, but fuck you. I don't care.
I'm also going to be forcibly driving my sister to the movie Ponyo this week. Either tonight or Wednesday, because she is insisting we watch it in dub. And Monday plays the sub. As
What kind of anime fan demands dub?
she doesn't want to read. In defense. Well, in my defense of going to the dub, last year I watched it, and it was in sub.
Okay, that's more defendable.
Yeah, so I'm
Like, if you'd already watched, like...
sub. So this year, I'm gonna go watch the ones I watched last year in dub to see if they're any different. I
expect a lot of Disney voice actors because Ghibli tends to get those guys.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm pretty sure Disney's in charge of like
Disney
importing that stuff.
They were until 2014, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever the last one was, or it's either that or the one before. That was our last one.
Mm.
They still received the credit though, because Isn't there a new Ghibli movie coming out this year?
What?
A new Studio Ghibli movie coming out this year?
Maybe. I don't know.
It's like, pretty sure there is, and I don't remember the title. It's from the guy who says he's going to retire like 10 times now.
Miyazaki?
To a point where I seriously believe he's not going to he's going to keep making movies until the day he dies.
Yes. So she really has a crush on Eren fucking Yeager?
Yeah.
Like, how does she feel about the whole genocide thing?
Don't worry about it.
Granted, even Kevin's of the opinion that the world of Attack on Titan deserves to die, but like...
How Do You Live is the next Studio Ghibli movie from now on July 14th in Japan. Shit. Anyway, yeah. I remember I had an epiphany after watching Ponyo last year. I was like, what the fuck am I missing out on? And that was a genuine question I asked myself. Because prior to that, I've never watched a Ghibli movie. Now, I have seen 6.
I'd still say my favorite Ghibli film is Princess Mononoke.
That's gonna be one of the ones I watched this year, because they're showing it. My favorite is Kiki's Delivery Service. That's my opinion.
Fair enough.
I was watching Totoro in dub, and I was listening to the voices of... I listened to the voice of Setsuki, I think it's how it's pronounced. And I was like, that voice seems oddly familiar. So I googled it, and then I read the cast list, like, during the credits, and I was like, that name seems oddly familiar. So I looked it up. It was the voice of Coraline from the movie Coraline.
Nice. Oh! Speaking of voices, one of the weirder aspects of, like, watching Benton Omniverse, right?
Yeah.
Is, Gwen's voice. Because Gwen keeps getting basically new voices occasionally, right? Like, her voice had changed from between child and teenage years, because you know they did that with literally every other like character that from the original series that returned. But one of the notable thing is they seemingly couldn't get her original voice actress back, and I don't remember why. And I didn't bother looking into it, so I'm not going to say about that. But like, because of that, the woman who does the teenage voice of Gwen ended up being the new voice that they used for her childhood self. Because like Omniverse has like this thing where like it'll sometimes flash back to like Ben like post original series, but only a year after it. So 11-year-olds, right?
I see.
And it is so weird going from Gwen's original voice to the voice of the actress who does her teenage self, because all I could hear is Gretchen from Recess.
I've never seen Recess.
That's one of the voices she's done, and that's like very much one of the voices that I hear. Also, I finally beat, well, I say finally beat, like I haven't been putting it off forever. Mega Man Battle Network 1, which I still need to get all the battle chips. I have like 140 something.
Out of
170, like 6.
No. Ooh, that's a price.
Huh?
I looked up Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection on Amazon. PS4 version is going for around $58. 52 used? 53.
Yeah.
Switch version is going for $75.
Yeah,
I'll wait a bit.
so remember how I was talking about like if I'm gonna be playing these games that are handheld games, it'll be on the Switch?
Yeah.
So I'm not the only person who had that exact same opinion, because apparently, while it's actually kind of hard finding like people playing it on Steam, like when it comes to online.
Yeah.
And not so much with the Switch, because seemingly the vast majority of the players decide to go for the Switch version.
Another Switch news, some asshole decided to sell Tears of the Kingdom early, which is coming out this week, and then some other asshole bought it and dumped the game ROM onto the internet, so people are illegally downloading it and, you know, being assholes and posting spoilers everywhere. So, the game will probably be out by the time this goes up, but since, you know, it's a big game, be careful!
I'm probably going to be buying it with my next paycheck.
Yeah. And even Reggie himself said, "Why do you do this?"
Yeah. I think the funniest part is like seeing Reggie like actually like basically act like he's still part of Nintendo, like but like just immediately like, yo, don't.
And Nintendo is going nuclear, copyright striking down any spoilers.
I'd give them more hell if it weren't for the fact that this is like one of the few cases where it's actually legitimate.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the first Nintendo game that's leaked out. Smash Brothers, Pokemon, pretty sure both Sword and Shield, and the Diamond Pearl, and Legend of Arceus and Starlight and Violet all got hit with that. Jeez, Pokemon's really bad when it comes to leaks. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
You know, Nintendo knows what to do at this point.
Yeah.
It's always some asshole selling the game early.
It's always.
In other words, who's ready for E3 in not 1 month?
Why is she allowed to have like some cards that are significantly better than mine?
Because this game is not fair. Krusty Krab is unfair.
This motherfucker. After I already got 3 Mickey Mouse cards and all of them were like zeros and shit.
You're probably fair.
Almost certainly. I don't care. Like,
Well,
let's try that again.
well, even though E3 is trying to dead this year, and potentially for the rest of the time.
Oh well.
Are we still going to be seeing Nintendo Direct next month? Because they usually hold one in June.
I don't think the E3 is going to change their way of doing things.
I mean, even after E3 got canceled last year, there was a direct. Granted, it was third party only, but it counts, I guess.
Why are all of our attacks like 8 like hearts like that?
This game's not fair. Oh, Advance Wars finally came out.
Yeah.
Following the incident.
When we say incident, do you mean delays?
Yeah. It was delayed twice. Once they were like, we need more time. Second, because Vladimir Putin is a bitch ass motherfucker. And now it's here. So, will we get Nintendo Direct in June?
I could see it happening. But...
apparently, the reason Nintendo dropped out of E3 was because they didn't have a lot. They didn't have a lot of stuff coming out in the latter half of this year. So it makes me curious. Are they just going to show copious amounts of third-party stuff? Copious amounts of DLC?
They might just not have anything.
Another partner showcase, if anything. It's like September's. They do their what's coming out next year. Shit.
Next thing you know, we see the announcement of like
Switch 2.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be it. Or Switch 5.
Ready for this.
Either way, people will get ridiculously overhyped for this direct and be disappointed because of it. Because that's kind of standard at this point.
Yeah.
Ready for this.
Okay.
Time's up. Hey, won't be pretty. Get ready for this.
I fucking hate that attack of hers.
Yeah, that's bad. Well, now she has good cards. Oh, you won.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a new trailer for the remake of Little Mermaid. Which is a movie
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. You have no idea how little I give a shit about those live action remakes.
I know. I was gonna say, it's a movie that I am very faithful, will be terrible.
I think the only one that I've seen that was in any way, shape, or form decent was Jungle Book.
That's actually the only live action Disney remake I've seen.
Yeah. And that's because they basically decided to say, fuck it, let's just do a different story to, it's basically a completely different interpretation of the same story.
Well, either way, they all suck, and none of them deserve to exist. Wow, except maybe. Actually, none of them. And I mentioned this, like, as I dropped Steven off home last week, because, you know, Lightyear and Strange World, Disney's 2022 anime movies, bombed. Not counting the Bob's Burgers movies, which was under Fox. Disney is going to be having Elemental and Wish play in theaters for a longer amount of time, in hopes of bringing families back to theaters. Which clearly Illumination has beat them to.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Lightyear had competition from Jurassic World, which was worse. Strange World was doomed from the start.
Yeah, it just had zero advertisement.
Well, I saw an advertisement for like every movie I went to.
Yeah, but like I work at a movie theater, so I saw it. But you want to know how long I went without knowing Strange World existed?
How?
I'm pretty sure the first time I saw any advertisement for it was like a month or two before the movie came out.
Oh wow. I just kept seeing it promoted like as early as Doctor Strange too.
How can we help you, Vexen? It's not very often we see you topside.
I came to lend you a hand. You obviously believe this Sora has much potential, but I remain unconvinced he is truly worth such coddling. I think an experiment would show if he really is of any value to us.
Well, here we again. It's just an excuse.
I mean, Lightyear and Strange World are by no means bad movies, but
that's all.
they just
Scientists
didn't have the right
Yeah.
attachment to audiences, I guess.
You can do what you want. But you know, I think testing Sora is just a cover for testing your valet.
Valet. He's the product of pure research.
What he actually is a toy.
You should just learn to be quiet.
Elemental will be the first Pixar film since Incredibles 2 to be accompanied by a short.
You're gonna need this. A humble gift to my
Oh yeah, that's actually accurate. I haven't seen a short in a while from those guys.
Yeah. It's going to be Carl's Date, based off the movie Up. Stars the voices of Ed Asner, who did the voice before he died.
It's just
Who reluctantly goes on his first date since his late wife Ellie's dead, but he has no idea how dating
You'll have
works.
all the real Riku's memories. Maybe we can get her to make you forget you're nothing but a fake. In other words, we'll remake your heart so you can be exactly the same as the real Riku, okay?
The last time there was a...
You want to remake my heart? The real Riku is a wimp who's afraid of the dark. What do I want with the heart of a loser?
Any objections, Vexen? After all, you do want to test Sora, don't you?
It must be done.
How can you?
Are you betraying me? I told you I would make good use of you, didn't I? No.
Hello, Rico.
Relax, kiddo. I don't think it's gonna hurt that much.
I'll hurt you.
Stupid little toy. Think you could defeat me? Where would you ever get a thought like that?
Toy.
But look on the bright side.
Considering
Along with
that
everything else in your life,
Larcy's definitely a dumb, it's weird to hear that coming out of her without thinking of weird shit.
Little memories you could ever hope for. It's no big deal that they're all
The
lying.
last Pixar short film hit the big screen was one called Bow, I think that's how it's pronounced,
Yeah.
which was about...
Yeah, I remember watching that one. I don't need you to explain that one.
Yeah, I remember it being weird.
I saw a video recently talking about like how that one shortchanged things, and I have no, and I didn't watch it, so I have no idea what they meant by that.
Bow?
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't directly made by Pixar, there was a short preceding Onward based on The Simpsons. Because the Simpsons showrunners thought it would be really funny if they put it in front of a Pixar movie.
Next time we're doing Olympus Coliseum. Yeah. Right now we are done.
Well, actually, the guy, the showrunner, went to the CEO of Disney and begged for it to be in a Pixar movie. And they were like, sure. I remember seeing one Simpsons short before on the big screen. That was before Ice Age Continental Drift. The best movie ever. Dog, do you want to go inside? Okay. We done?
Yeah, we've been done.
Okay.